I'm Brian Parsons. We'll check in with Bruce in just a moment. Day one of Redskins training camp in Richmond. A lot of storylines this season for a squad that has been underwhelming the past few seasons. This year's camp marks the return of defensive back DeAngelo Hall from Chesapeake. The 31-year-old Chesapeake native and former Hokie season came to an end last year when he ruptured his Achilles tendon, and after 2 off-season surgeries, the 3-time Pro Bowler trying to make it back, and Coach Jay Gruden is glad to have the former Deep Creek star back on the field and in the locker room.
He's a great leader back there, and we lost a lot when we lost DeAngelo last year. You know, a veteran cornerback of his stature and his experience is a very valuable asset to have, and you know, he's voted captain right away, and then we lose him very early. It was a big loss for us, and to have him back, you know, we just got to make sure we monitor where he is at and don't push him too hard, but he's the type of guy that's going to want to take every rep, but we just want to make sure we get him full go and get him ready for week 1.
And naturally, the biggest storyline in Richmond is on Robert Griffin III, and for that, we send it up to the capital city where Bruce Rader has the latest on RG3.
Brian, day one of the Redskins training camp here in Richmond is in the books. The Redskins had a walkthrough this morning about 10:30, and then they had a full-on total pad workout at 4 o'clock, and I'm telling you, it was hot, and all eyes were on Redskins quarterback Robert Griffin III, who says he's confident, in great shape, and ready to lead. As he steps out onto the field, Robert Griffin III not only carries the offense on his shoulders, but shoulders criticism few 25-year-olds have had to deal with.
You can't worry about what other people say. That's not who you play for. You play for your teammates, your coaches, and your city. So that's all I've been focused on. And all I can do is do what I can do to be the best player for this team and help this team win. So that's my focus, and it's nothing else.
After a stellar rookie season in which he led the Redskins to the playoffs, a torn ACL was followed last year by a dislocated ankle.
You know, those freak injuries happen for a reason. I don't know what it is. It's not anything that you can really prepare for, but you got to take it with when it comes. And my goal is to not let those happen. You know, I didn't want to tear my ACL. Definitely didn't want to dislocate my ankle. So it's not something that you wish for or hope for. So when they do arise, it's something that God's trying to show you to make you stronger. And He's taking you through these valleys so that when you hit your peaks, you're ready for it.
Injuries, 2 head coaches, new systems. Which has caused him the most problems?
I don't know. It's probably a combination of a lot of things. Different offense, new coach, new philosophies, injuries. You know, just things happen, but my focus now is to not worry about the past and to focus on the future.
A future without controversy, he hopes. He says he's all in with the Jay Gruden offense, period.
I can tell you now, whatever Jay wants to run, that's what we're going to run, and that's what we're going to be successful at. I'm bought in, the guys are bought in, so there's nothing much I can really say there.
And thank you, Bruce. Now, this is the 3rd year that the Redskins have had their training camp in Richmond, and once again, plenty of fans from Hampton Roads have made the trip up Interstate 64 to take in some of the action, and Nathan Epstein caught up with some of them today.
Well, there hasn't been much for Washington Redskins fans to cheer about over the last couple of years. Just 3 wins 2 years ago, just 4 wins last year. But even now, in the brutal July humidity in training camp, hope springs eternal. And for these Redskins faithful, there's still a reason to believe.
Redskins Nation, I told y'all I was marching all over the land, from the East Coast to the West Coast to the North to the South, to tell you what the Washington Redskins is all about. Get it loose, you got it. There we go, way to get it, way to get it.
So never give up on them. These are my boys.
I've been Redskins fans all my life. He's a newer Redskins fan. He just moved from Tallahassee, Florida not long ago. And he was born a Redskins fan.
Right here in Richmond is where it all started at, baby. Set,
You come into every new season with a lot of optimism.
90 gonna start, but only 53 gonna make it. Oh.
What? Touchdown.
So in the final minutes, in the final hours, stand up.
Norfolk, Virginia.
Stay nation, baby.
So yeah, I see us turning around this year.
Secondary tighten up, defensive line, offensive line tighten up. We're gonna be ready. We'll be back.
Believe. Hey, baby, Richmond is starting, baby. March with me.
We'll be off to the Super Bowl before you know it.
Well, the good thing is this time of the year, everybody is 0-0, but we'll see where the Redskins are when the wintertime comes. In Richmond, Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap.